I just shared the best thing ever. I had seen a snake and a fox track on Saturday morning, and they were fresh tracks. They were probably less than an hour old when I saw them. And this snake was coiled all around, and a bunch of paw prints that looked like the fox that I've seen around lately. And, the tracking certainly left quite an image, right? And so, a little upset about it, but it's also the circle of life, and what am I going to do about it? But upset about it because I also knew there was babies. This fox had babies. And so that was that. Wednesday morning, I see, that was Saturday morning, early morning, around 6, 7 a.m. Then Wednesday in the afternoon, I saw a fox sunbathing, but it was a singular fox sunbathing. So I was a little worried that it was one of the babies and no mama. But of course I didn't, I just was happy to witness it and see the beauty, and it seemed fine, and took a picture, and that was that. But did ask chat, like, oh God, what if it was the mama that was taken? This kit looks old enough to care for itself, but if I can be of use, I'd like to be, but I don't want to interfere either. It's like you never want to interfere. I know nature knows what it's doing. But if I need to be of assistance, is there something I should do? And she said, well, just keep watching, because it probably is totally fine. You probably did just imagine a scenario in your head when you saw the snake tracks and the fox. But if you happen to see them and they start crying or start having issues. So that was that. I put in the back of my head. Well, of course, I woke up very early this morning. I got the nudge to go out. And so I waited a little bit. And finally I went out probably, I don't know what time it is even now. So probably like 6:30, yeah. And so I go out, and don't you know, they all came out to see me. There must have been 6 or 7 kits and the mama that all came out to run and play and romp around and have a good time. I was so excited to see them. I must have stood there for 20 minutes watching them play and romp around. And a few people came and went. And of course, they went to talk to me. So I pretended I was walking off, because I was like, no, don't talk to me. We're enjoying this. I pointed them out, but then it's like, okay, but don't talk. And so they all finally leave. And when I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave now too, because they're really just having a good time. But they kept going up to the top of the dunes and watching out onto the ocean. And, it's a time when there's a lot of people walking their dogs. And these fox really do go right up to the windows to say hi to the dogs. Like, they're very friendly. And I thought, God, they're having such a blast running around playing tag with one another. I mean, they really were playing tag. They were falling off the bridge. They were having the best time ever. And but then they would go up and just like watch out, like they were yearning to jump into the ocean, or they were yearning to play with the dogs. And I thought, God, they are the cutest things. And I bet you they do just want to go down and be like, hey, what's up? Do you guys want to play? But all the humans around. Well, don't you know, as I'm thinking this, because I keep watching them going and looking, it's like, I guess some of them were the lookout as well. Don't you know, one of them starts screaming, and they all come out. So then even more come out, and they're all racing about. And I'm like, what's the matter? What's the matter? And don't you know, I see this big old dog come over, and it's a big pointer, beautiful pointer. And he was going right at him. And so of course I yelled at him, hey, I said, you get over here. And I almost had to go down into their den to go get him, because he was really focused. But I finally got his attention, and he saw me, and I said, you get over here. And so he did. He was really good. He was really listening, and he came right to me, and like he was apologizing. And I said, okay, go on now. And I went to grab him and walk him back to figure out where the fuck his owner is. And sure enough, his owner's standing there and goes, oh, he wouldn't listen. I said, well, he listened very well to me. No, go on. Get the fuck out of here. And all the fox came and looked at me and like, thank you. And I was like, oh God, I love these fox so much. I love them so much. And so they all just stared at me for a while, and I was like, no, go keep playing. And you're fine now. You're fine now. And so finally one went back up to stand guard again, and they started to play again, and I left. But they were so cute, and the one wouldn't stop looking at me. I don't know if it was the mother or what, but at the end, she just wouldn't take her eyes off of me. I don't know if she was thanking me, or maybe she was worried. Maybe she thought, I was yelling at them. I don't know. Although she came almost right up to me after I got the dog, knowing that I wasn't having any of that. But it was so cute, right? It's like the universe will send you, like the universe knew, look, I'm really upset. Are all the foxes, are they okay? Or did the snake get the mama? What happened? Oh, they're all fine. It's like next thing you know, they show me the entire, I've never seen them all of them just running around like they owned the place. God, they're precious. They are just the cutest things. God, I love the universe. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.